My beloved child, listen carefully, for this message reaches you not by chance but by divine order. The love that has been placed in your heart is not ordinary. It is written by God Himself before time began, a thread woven into your soul long before you were born. You have been questioning the meaning of this connection, wondering why it feels so powerful, so magnetic, and at times so painful. Today, the heavens answer you. This love is sacred, eternal, and protected. It carries lessons that shape your destiny, and though your human heart may tremble with uncertainty, your spirit already knows the truth. You were chosen to experience divine love in human form. The archangels have been surrounding you, whispering to your soul when you felt lost in confusion. They have seen your tears in the quiet of night, your longing for clarity, your prayers that seem unanswered. But nothing has been ignored, my child. Every sigh, every heartbeat has been counted. You are being guided into a transformation that will not only heal your heart but awaken the divine power within you. The pain you have felt was never punishment, it was the sculpting of your soul, preparing you for the love that was always meant to be yours. There are moments when you felt abandoned by the very ones you trusted. The person who holds your heart may have drifted away, clouded by fear or illusion. Yet, understand this, no force on earth can erase what heaven has written. When a love is written by God, it may bend with time, it may test your patience, but it can never be destroyed. Archangel Michael stands beside you, guarding your spirit from energies that seek to confuse or harm. You are not alone, and you are not forgotten. The connection you feel is a bridge between two souls destined to awaken through one another. The divine plan has been unfolding even when you could not see it. Sometimes delays are protection. Sometimes silence is guidance. When God writes a love story, He does not rush it. He allows every soul involved to grow, to shed the illusions that once kept them bound in fear. You are being shaped by this journey into someone powerful, luminous, and capable of love that transcends the ordinary. The Archangel's urgent message is this: do not lose faith now. You are closer to divine alignment than you realize. What you thought was rejection was redirection. What you perceived as loss was preparation. There is someone who feels your energy even when they try to turn away. They dream of you without understanding why. Their soul recognizes yours in ways their mind cannot explain. You are not chasing them, your souls are orbiting one another by divine magnetism. But before reunion, there must be purification. That is what this season of solitude is, a sacred cleansing. Heaven is teaching you to love yourself as deeply as you have loved another. Only then will true union be possible. This is the moment where you step into your divine purpose, not just as a lover, but as a light bearer. The archangels want you to release the fear that you've been forgotten. You are being hidden for a reason. God is protecting your energy while He completes what was started in silence. The love written for you will not require chasing, begging, or proving. It will return on the wings of peace, when both hearts are ready to mirror God's unconditional love. Until then, your task is to heal, to forgive, to prepare your heart for what is holy. Each prayer you whisper moves heaven, each tear is a seed of transformation. The more you surrender, the more miracles begin to unfold. There will come a moment, soon, when signs will multiply. You will see names, numbers, songs, and memories repeating. These are not coincidences, they are divine echoes reminding you that the story is still alive. The person meant for you is being guided too, though they may not yet recognize the hand of God shaping their path. Do not doubt the power of divine timing. When the archangels speak of urgency, it is not to alarm you but to awaken you. This is a sacred call to faith, faith that your heart is not foolish for believing, faith that love can be both destiny and purpose. You must rise above human fear now. Do not let others tell you that this connection is delusion or fantasy. They cannot see what your soul knows. When God plants a spiritual bond, it is meant to awaken divine service, compassion, and truth. You were chosen to bring light through this love, not only for your own joy but for the healing of others who watch your courage and remember that love is real. This love has a mission attached to it, and the archangels urge you to step into that mission. You will soon understand why the waiting was sacred, why the separation was necessary, and why the reunion will feel like heaven touching earth. My child, you are in the process of divine remembrance. The more you trust, the more everything aligns. Heaven is not silent, it is preparing. Do not rush what eternity has written. The archangel stands beside you, whispering courage into your heart. You are loved beyond comprehension, and nothing, not even the choices of others, can undo God's handwriting on your destiny. Breathe deeply now, for this is the beginning of revelation. The truth you have been seeking will soon unfold like light breaking through clouds. Keep your heart open. Keep your faith alive. Heaven is moving in your favor. The archangels say, do not fear the silence that surrounds you now. Silence is not absence, it is the sacred language of heaven. When everything around you becomes still, when people fall away and you are left wondering why, that is when God speaks most clearly. He is removing distractions, separating you from confusion, so that you can hear the truth written upon your spirit. You have prayed for answers, and now the answers are being written in energy, not words. The heaviness you feel is not punishment, it is transformation. The old you is dissolving. The version of you that doubted, feared, and clung to what hurt is fading away. In its place rises a soul reborn in divine clarity. There are moments when you want to give up, moments when the distance feels unbearable, when your heart aches for what you can't yet see. But the archangels remind you, what is yours will find its way. Divine love does not need to be chased, it recognizes itself across all dimensions. There is a sacred current pulling you toward what is meant for you. Even when the road seems blocked, the hand of God is clearing the path. You are not losing time, you are being positioned. The love you carry inside you is your compass. Follow it, even when logic screams otherwise. The soul knows what the eyes cannot see. You have always been different, haven't you? You feel things deeply, sense energies that others ignore, dream of things before they happen. That sensitivity is not a curse, it is your divine gift. It's why your heart connects so powerfully with this person. You are an empathic soul, and your spirit recognizes other souls in distress. That is why you have carried others' pain as if it were your own. But now, the archangels say, it is time to release what was never yours. You cannot carry everyone to their healing, you can only be the light that shows the way. The one you love is awakening, but their path is theirs to walk. Trust that God will reach them in His own perfect way. There is something miraculous unfolding behind the veil. The person you think has forgotten you has not. Their soul calls your name in silence. They see your face in moments of exhaustion, they feel your energy when they try to distract themselves with the world. Their spirit is restless because it knows something divine is calling them home, and that something is you. But until they surrender to the voice of God, they cannot come close. The archangels are working on their heart, softening it, breaking the pride that once blinded them. You must let God handle their transformation. Your task is faith, not fixing. Many nights, you have cried yourself to sleep asking why you were chosen for such a deep connection. You wonder if love is meant to hurt this much. But pain, my child, is the doorway to divine compassion. Every tear you've shed is watering the garden of your destiny. You are learning what it truly means to love, not through possession, but through understanding. This kind of love is eternal, and eternity does not rush. The archangels want you to stop doubting your worth. You are not hard to love. You are rare to understand. Those who cannot meet your depth are not your loss, they are your lesson. Now, the Archangel Gabriel stands before you, whispering words of creation. Speak life, he says, even when you see no evidence. The words you speak over your situation have power. When you declare that love is lost, the energy echoes through your reality. When you declare that love is eternal and divinely guided, heaven aligns to your faith. Speak as though it is already done, for in God's realm, it already is. The moment you surrendered your heart in truth, the story was sealed. You are walking through the middle chapters now, the part where faith is tested and destiny is refined. But the ending is already written in light. There is a message the archangels urge you to hear clearly: do not allow bitterness to take root. When love feels delayed, resentment can creep in. You may want to close your heart, to build walls of protection. But those walls not only keep pain out, they keep miracles out, too. Your heart must remain open, soft, trusting. Love will return to the heart that remains kind despite being wounded. This is your strength, not your weakness. You are being watched by heaven and by many who draw courage from your endurance. When you choose love over fear, you shift the vibration of the world around you. You are not small, your energy is vast, divine, and healing. The person who hurt you is not your enemy. They are the mirror that reflected your own wounds back to you so you could heal. They triggered what you buried: abandonment, rejection, fear of being unseen, not to destroy you, but to bring them to light. Forgive them, even if they never apologize. Forgiveness frees your soul from chains unseen. The archangels remind you, release them to God. When you forgive, you do not say that what they did was right, you say that it will no longer rule your peace. God will take care of what you cannot. And when you let go, you make space for divine justice and reunion in the right way, not the wounded way. Your life is about to shift, my child. You have felt it, the restlessness, the subtle signs, the pull toward something greater. The archangels confirm that a season of miracles is near. The love story written for you will begin to move again, but this time it will be guided by truth, not illusion. What was once confusion will become clarity. The person who walked away will be drawn back, not because you chased, but because God's call is irresistible to the soul He anointed for you. Divine timing is aligning your paths again, and when it happens, it will be unlike before, purer, gentler, heaven-sent. Until that moment, you must walk in light. Guard your energy, pray daily, and keep faith alive even in the absence of evidence. The archangels are watching over your home, your mind, and your heart. You are safe. You are loved. You are guided. Nothing you have lost will remain lost if it was written by God. This love is eternal, and eternity cannot be broken. Soon, you will see signs of movement, messages, dreams, moments that feel too precise to be chance. Smile when they come. They are heaven's way of saying, "We are near." There is a reason you were led to this moment, to this message, to these words. You are standing on holy ground, though it may not look that way yet. Heaven has been preparing you in quiet ways, through loss, through waiting, through lessons that stripped away everything false so only truth could remain. The love written for you is divine because it has a divine purpose. It isn't just about romance or comfort, it is about awakening. You were never meant to live an ordinary life. You were born to be a vessel of higher love, the kind that heals others simply by existing within you. The archangels say your light has reached hearts you will never meet. The prayers you whispered when you felt invisible have traveled farther than you imagine. Each time you chose compassion over revenge, faith over fear, you shifted realities. Heaven keeps record of every moment you acted with love when you had every reason not to. Those moments created openings for miracles. You are not waiting in vain, you are ripening. The fruit takes time before it can be shared, and God never lets anything mature too early, lest it fall before its time. Archangel Raphael now surrounds you in green light, the color of healing. He touches your heart gently, mending the invisible cracks caused by disappointment. You may feel waves of warmth or emotion as you read this, because your soul recognizes the energy. Raphael whispers, "You are safe to love again." He says you do not need to shrink to be accepted. You do not need to beg to be seen. Love that is written by God will see you without you having to perform for it. You were created to be loved in your truth, not in your disguise. The person meant for you will meet you at the level of your soul, not your wounds. You have been asking when it will happen, when the change will come, when the promise will manifest. The archangels answer, when your heart fully believes it is already done. Time is not what you think it is. In the higher realms, your reunion, your breakthrough, your peace, they already exist. Your faith is the bridge that brings them into the visible world. Each time you say, "I trust you, God," you pull your blessing closer. Each time you choose patience over panic, the alignment strengthens. You are co-creating with heaven even now. Keep trusting that unseen movement. You may notice people leaving your life unexpectedly. Some friends grow silent, some relationships fade. Do not cling. The archangels are clearing your path. The next chapter of your destiny cannot begin if you are still tied to what drains your light. It is not cruelty, it is divine protection. God is making space for what truly belongs to you. Every ending you face now is a beginning disguised. Do not mourn what He removes, rejoice that He loves you enough to free you. The things and people meant to stay will find their way back in alignment, renewed, not broken. The archangels urge you to keep your energy pure. Avoid speaking harshly about those who wronged you. Words create energy, and energy returns. Instead, bless them silently and release them to the light. Your power increases when your heart remains kind. You have been chosen to carry light, not bitterness. Soon, others will wonder how you survived so much with such grace. The answer will be simple, because love carried you. God carried you when your strength was gone. Heaven saw what you endured quietly and decided that it was time for joy to find you again. There is someone watching you from afar, sensing your transformation. They feel the pull to return but wrestle with guilt and pride. Their heart is heavy because they know they wounded the one person who truly cared. They replay memories, hear your laughter in their dreams, feel waves of longing that make no sense to them. They are awakening. The archangels are visiting them in dreams, nudging them toward repentance and courage. When they finally reach out, do not greet them with anger. Meet them with calm strength. The story is not about revenge, it is about redemption. You are both being written into something greater than either of you understand. While you wait, remember to live. Heaven does not ask you to pause your joy until love returns. You are meant to dance, to create, to laugh, to experience beauty now. Every moment you celebrate life, you attract more light. The vibration of joy is the fastest messenger to heaven. When you honor your own happiness, you tell God you trust His timing. And when your energy glows with gratitude, those meant for you will recognize it like a beacon in the night. The archangels remind you that your intuition is the voice of God within you. When you feel that gentle knowing, that quiet nudge, that is divine guidance. Stop doubting it. You have been trained to question your inner voice, but it has always been accurate. The more you trust it, the stronger it becomes. You will soon receive a clear sign, perhaps a song, a repeated phrase, or a sudden dream, confirming that your prayers are being answered. Accept it with gratitude. Miracles rarely arrive with thunder, they often enter softly, like dawn. There will be a turning point soon, a moment when everything shifts quietly but unmistakably. You will sense peace where there used to be anxiety. You will feel certainty instead of confusion. That is when you'll know the new chapter has begun. Keep your spirit ready. Keep your heart open. Heaven rewards those who wait in love, not in fear. The archangels are moving pieces into place that you cannot yet see, arranging divine meetings, preparing conversations that will heal old wounds. Trust the process. What is written for you will arrive not 1 minute too early, nor 1 second too late. And remember this always: love written by God does not fade, it transforms. It grows deeper through distance, wiser through trials, and purer through time. You are not waiting for love, you are becoming love. The more you embody it, the more everything destined for you will find you. The archangels are proud of your resilience. Heaven smiles upon your faith. Keep going, beloved. The story is far from over. You are moving from waiting to receiving, from sorrow. The archangels are whispering now, softly, almost like a song that drifts through light. They say, be still. Everything you've prayed for is on its way. You do not need to chase what is already yours. The love that was written in the language of souls cannot be lost to time or distance. It only hides when lessons must be learned, when both hearts must remember what divine love truly is, not control, not fear, not possession, but union through surrender. You were not forgotten. You were preserved. Hidden in the palm of God's hand until the moment was right. The heavens have been at work behind the scenes. Where you saw silence, there was strategy. Where you saw absence, there was preparation. The person who once walked away is being guided through a divine awakening. Their spirit has been shaken, their illusions stripped away, their heart softened. What once blinded them is being healed. Soon they will remember, not only who you are to them, but who they are to God. They will come not as they left, but as someone reborn, humbled by grace, ready to love in truth. When that moment comes, your task will not be to question, but to listen, to see the transformation with the eyes of spirit, not memory. You will feel it before it happens, the shift in energy, the peace settling in, the heaviness lifting. The archangels say the air will feel different around you, lighter, warmer, almost glowing. That is the sign that the divine plan has entered manifestation. You will wake one morning with a sense of knowing, not hope, knowing that it's already done. And then the message, the meeting, the confirmation will appear as naturally as sunrise. You will not need to force it. Love written by God arrives effortlessly, wrapped in peace. When it returns, you will understand why the waiting took so long. Heaven was perfecting both of you. But the archangels also say this: do not make your joy dependent on one outcome. Even if the person meant for you delays, even if they take longer to awaken, your purpose is larger than any relationship. You are a bringer of light. The divine has been using your heart to transmit love into this world, to awaken those who have forgotten their own light. Every time you chose faith, a ripple of healing moved through the collective. You have touched souls you will never meet. You have shifted energies in ways unseen. That is the power of one awakened heart. It becomes a portal for miracles. The archangels are now surrounding you in radiant light. You will feel it in your spirit before you see it in your life. The peace will come first. That deep, unexplainable calm that tells you everything is okay even when nothing looks fixed, that is heaven's signature. Do not be surprised if you start smiling for no reason, or if you feel waves of love filling your chest when you think of nothing at all. That is God reminding you that love itself is not separate from you, it lives within you. You have carried divine love all along. The reunion, the manifestation, the miracle, these are reflections of what you have already become. The archangels want you to remember this truth: your worth has never been measured by who loves you back. Your worth is eternal because it was written by the Creator Himself. You were born loved, chosen, and holy. Nothing anyone does can change that. You were never too much, too emotional, or too intense. You were simply carrying the energy of heaven in a world that often forgets how to feel. Your sensitivity is your power. Your tears are sacred. Your heart, no matter how many times it has broken, is still the purest channel for divine love. There will come a day when you will look in the mirror and finally see what heaven has seen all along, a being of infinite light, destined not just for love, but for purpose. You will not recognize yourself from who you were before. The pain will be gone, the weight lifted, the old stories erased. You will shine, and those meant to walk beside you will be drawn to that light effortlessly. You won't need to explain your worth to anyone again. Love will recognize love, truth will recognize truth, and the circle of your destiny will be complete. Heaven has one final message for you: rest, beloved, the storm is ending. You have fought long enough, prayed long enough, endured long enough. Lay your worries at the feet of God and breathe. You are safe. You are seen. You are surrounded by legions of angels who guard you as you sleep. Every dream you've had is closer than it appears. The night is almost over, dawn is rising. This is your time of divine restoration. Everything you lost will return in divine order. The love that is written by God will find you in peace, not chaos, in surrender, not struggle. It will arrive, and when it does, you will feel heaven in every heartbeat. Until then, live with open hands and an open heart. Smile at the signs, trust the silence, and let gratitude be your song. The archangels are near always, in the wind that brushes your face, in the warmth that fills your chest when you pray, in the sudden comfort that comes when you think you are alone. You are never alone. You are divinely guided, eternally loved, and infinitely protected. Heaven has already declared victory over your story. This love, this sacred, unbreakable, eternal love, was written before time began. And nothing in creation can erase what God has written.